So I gotta retry this. My last video, I lost connection. Probably just a little too far from my place. And then basically the kids kind of all jumped on this little swing and we tipped. So thankfully the connection was lost before everybody seen us fall flat on our face. But anyway, back to what I was trying to get at. So, Irene and I have been, my mother-in-law and I have been doing a Bible study on the spirit of offense. We've been taking turns going week to week, and we're going to continue it next week. But last night, the Lord kept dropping the animal octopus in my spirit, and I could not understand last night what the heck this was about an octopus. And he kept telling me to research it, but to be honest with you, I was so busy I did not have time to look into an octopus. I didn't have the 5 minutes just to sit down and put octopus into Google and press enter. So this morning I get up and I had to clean my place because I didn't get around to it last night. And I gets to her house and she had a rough night, so we had to hurry up and set up the food before anybody got there. So right before we'd start, literally 5 minutes before we had started, I heard the Spirit of the Lord tell me again, Kitty, research it. So I'm like, okay, Lord, this has to be something, because once again, I'm hearing this word octopus concerning offense. So I'm gonna have to move closer to my house because I keep losing service. So hopefully the kids don't come over here and go crazy on me. But so last night, this morning we're sitting at the table. I'm literally eating my sandwich, and I just put in octopus into the Google. And I put in octopus, and I just did a few minutes skimming. I grabbed a few quick facts, and the few facts that I grabbed was very interesting. And I'm going to tell you a couple of facts that I grabbed, and then I'm going to tell you what the Lord downloaded into my spirit. And if you watch my last video about the spirit of Korah and how that is the spirit of is offense, then this video will make more sense to you. But if you did not watch that, then you might not know what I'm talking about. So this is for anybody basically who watched the original video. So an octopus has 9 brains. The one brain is in the head, and then it has 1 brain into each of the 8 legs. It also has 3 hearts, but the 3 hearts was I didn't quite get anything out of at the time. An octopus has little things onto each leg called suckers. They're on the tentacles. And yeah, Leviathan, that's a whole nother one, I know it. Actually the Lord had Leviathan on me for years back and forth. It seems like I keep coming back around to this. But so it has little things on its called tentacles, called suckers. And it also can become camouflaged, and it also can rapidly change its shape. Immediately, I felt in my spirit a couple things click into place. The first thing is, when the enemy comes at you, first of all, they never come one. If you ever deal with anything, you will notice that you will deal with something on a multiple scale. If you're dealing with offense, you will find that you are dealing with anger, hatred, disappointment, hurt, whatever it is, you're dealing with more than one thing. So that is like your legs. You have the mother load, you got the brain, you have this thing, but you also have all these legs. So each leg has its own brain, okay? So each brain can work and operate in its own nerve system, I guess you could say. But yet it's all connected to, I'm gonna call the mother load, the motherboard. Every phone, every electronical thing, it all has like a motherboard. I was just on the phone to Apple the other day, and they called it the motherboard. They had to replace the motherboard onto my phone. It controlled everything. Like every phone has different apps, and apps can work within itself, but yet it all has to be connected to the motherboard in order to operate in full. The enemy is very strategic. They have a lot of power because they know how to work under submission, with power, and under authority. They know how to stay within their place, so they don't fight trying to overstep each other, saying, oh, I want to do your position, I want to do your thing. And that's why they defeat us so much, because they're not worried about taking over somebody else's battle plan or strategy. They're just busy doing their own thing and trapping you with their own stuff. If their anger, they're using anger. They're not trying to be prideful. They're just using anger. And that's why they're so good at what they're doing. The next thing, sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on my kids as I'm doing this. The next thing that I noticed was that quickly can change their form, their shape. I know by myself, I'll feel like, my gosh, I got this. I finally got a handle on this enemy. I finally figured this out. And all of a sudden, boom, it's like, all of a sudden, where'd this come from? You know, I really thought I had this figured out. I thought I had this defeated. And then next thing I know, it's got me laid out again. And it's like the Spirit of the Lord showed me that it's the same enemy. It's the same tactics, but it just switched its shape. So this enemy, this octopus, can actually, it changes its shape because it can fit into smaller, like in caves, because they live in like coral kind of areas. So in order to get into these smaller areas, it slimmens its body. But yet when it's swimming, it kind of goes, stretches its body out and full. And I'll be like, that made so much sense to me, because I'm like, I have done that. I have been where I thought I had something figured out. And even though the spirit itself did not change itself, but yet the way I seen it changed. The next thing I realized was the suckers. If you've ever dealt with the spirit of offense, it is life sucking. And it just sucks the life out of you. It's never ending, you know. And one thing, it's, my God, can you believe she did this to me? Can you believe they would hurt me? And you can't get over it. It's because it's like a little leech, and it's stuck there, and it's drawing and drawing out of you, and it's draining the very source of life outside of you. And when I see those three major things, and then one of the women in our Bible study mentioned about the camouflage, because I hadn't even got to that point of it. I just had minutes to hurry up and skim through some facts. And even the camouflage, how many times have we dealt with an enemy who has been there? We know there's an enemy, but we can't find it. It's almost like you just know there's an evil there. You know there's an issue, and it's like your finger's right there, but you just can't quite get your finger right onto it. I got this little scratch on my arm, and you can't see it. And like, I can feel the pain, it's a little tender. And because I can see it, I can touch it, but if there was no scratch evident, then I would not be able to touch it. But it's like the enemy, it can camouflage itself. Here, before too long, the scratch itself is going to be healed on the outside. But if an infection would happen to sit in, the infection would be on the inside, and I wouldn't be able to see it. But thank God there's not. I'm just using that. So it can camouflage itself. So that's when the spirit of discernment has got to awaken in you, and you've got to be able to say, this is what's going on. This is this offense. This is this anger. This is this hurt. Whatever it is, and call it out. But back to the 8 legs, the 9 brains. The thing though, and also the little suckers and that sucks the life from us. A lot of times we are so busy trying to cut off the legs that we wear out by the time we get to the motherboard. So what we've got to start doing is stop trying to attack all the little life suckers, all the little things, and go straight for the motherboard. Go straight for the strongman. Take out the root. When you take out the root, you take out the brain. If you would kill that octopus right at the brain of it, every leg and every sucker that is holding onto you will immediately release its hold. Because once the strongman goes, whatever is attached to it through the strongman has to go too. So that's all I wanted to share today, is that I just thought that was a very good connection the Lord gave me today, and I was just amazed by it. But be wary of offense, because offense is it comes with many faces. It comes with many attachments. It likes to hide itself. It likes to be self-righteous. It likes to be prideful. It is rebellious. There's so much more to it than just saying, oh, I'm hurt at somebody or I'm offended at somebody. It goes much, much deeper. So that's all I have. I just wanted to share it with you guys, and I just hope somebody got something out of it.